if you're not a Stranger Things fan, don't come at me. Okay, so I realise I've been gone rather a while, but basically, long story short, after I uploaded my last YouTube video, I was like, you know what, I really want a new camera. Like, I would think I want to do this properly with like a nice, decent camera. I obviously was a photography student, but I didn't want to use my incredibly large camera because that's fairly unnecessary. So I ordered this new little Canon, and it's only just arrived. I cannot even begin to explain the hassle of getting this fucking camera, but it's here. It's here, and my face, my hideous, disgusting, pale face is back on the screens. So basically, I thought, I did actually film a day in the life of last week, to sort of just get back into the swing of things. But when I watched it back, it was really fucking boring. Basically, I have a new internship at another record label, but obviously because like every day I'm dealing with stuff that isn't public knowledge yet, so it's not like I can like take the camera in and start filming what I'm doing. So basically all the video consisted of was me getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to train and being miserable about it, me sitting in the car on the way back, me sitting in the car on the way to the station, and then me doing 3 train and tube journeys and a short walk to work. So that was basically it, and it was really fucking boring, and I was like, this is not fun. It's literally just basically silence and videos of a tube, so I'm not gonna do that. So instead, I was just like asking around, and I was like, what should I do? Like, it's just a video to be like, hey, I'm back. And quite a few people noticed that I have like a few tattoos from my last videos, and I got a few questions being like, oh, like, what are they? Why did you get them? So I thought my first video back would be all about my tattoos. Like, I really don't have that many, and they're not very exciting. So this isn't going to be some crazy video like, oh, there's some really wild story behind this tattoo. Like, I was fucking climbing the hills of the Himalayas and a bear attacked. I don't even think there's bears in the Himalayas, but I don't know. Anyway, you get the gist. They're fairly boring, and they all have very boring stories, but I will tell you about them and why I got them and what they mean. Yeah, so there we go. So anyway, tattoos. So basically I have one on each side of my ribs at the moment. I think tomorrow I'm going to get another little one added up in my ribs, but I'll show you. If that gets done, I'll just put it on my Instagram, or I'll put it in my next video, or I'll probably just fucking put it everywhere, but I'll tell you what I want. So basically, first one on this side of my ribs is a big old Africa. And so story behind that one is not very interesting. Loads of people, when they see it, if they haven't spoken to me, they'll start speaking to me in Afrikaans, and I'm like, what? Or they just assume I am African, and I'm not in any way. But basically, ever since I was really, really, really young, my parents took, well, the first trip I ever did to Africa, my parents took me to South Africa, and pretty much we all just like fell in love with Africa. Like, loads of people who go to Africa all the time call it like the Africa bug, and you either get it or you don't. Like, I feel like Africa is one of those continents where you either go and just fall in love and want to see more and want to basically just fucking live there, or you go and you just don't get it and you just don't like it. Obviously North Africa and Southern Africa are so different, but every African country, even like within Southern Africa, everyone who's been to South Africa assumes all of Southern Africa is like South Africa, and it's not at all. Like, they're all so different. It's such a diverse culture, and it's honestly, Africa, both North and South, has just like one of the most welcoming hospitalities I've ever experienced in my life. Like, I just love it there. Anyway, so it started with South Africa. I went and I just loved it, and then my parents split up, and my mum still obviously loves it, and me and my little sister and my mum go just all the time. Like, I've worked out there, I volunteered in Namibia at a wildlife sanctuary. I've been back there twice, and it's just the most incredible thing. The last trip we did to Africa was 2 years ago now, last summer, the end of last summer. we went to Rwanda and we went trekking in Virunga Mountains to see the gorillas, and I sat there. We came across this gorilla family and I sat there and I just cried my eyes out. I was like, this is not too loudly though because I didn't want to get killed, but I was like, this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And there was a little baby gorilla. If you guys are interested, I took, because obviously I did photography, so I took loads of pictures. I can just put a little link. Actually, you know what, I'll just put a link to my photography Instagram below, and there's some pictures on there because like shit, they were so cute. And they're just amazing. Like, it's so weird, you sit and watch these gorillas and it's like watching a really hairy person. It's mad, like it's mad. Okay, so then on the other side of my ribs I have this quote and it says, do not, I don't know if you can really see it, you probably can't read it. Anyway, it says, do not go gentle into that good night. Now, if you've seen Interstellar, you probably think I got it because of Interstellar. I didn't. Interstellar just stole my fucking idea. So basically, it's like, I think it's like the last line they say in Interstellar or something, I'm not sure. But it's a line from a poem. But I interpreted that line as in like, just go, and like, you cannot die not having done just like whatever you wanted to do. I'm very much, I'm not saying like this poem changed my fucking life or anything, but now I'm like, oh, like, just, if I'm ever contemplating in my head like, oh, should I do it, should I not, but I want to do it but I'm not sure of the outcomes, I'm like, no, you know what, because if I'm like 90 years old, or if I die like tomorrow, I will regret saying no and not doing this. So just go and do it. Just go and do whatever you want. I think that's a good way to be. Very good way. The first tattoos I ever got. So my mum like absolutely hates tattoos. So literally the minute I turned 18, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna get tattoos, but I need to get them so that she can't be pissed off at me. Like, so I got on my wrist, I got my little sister's initial. Oh, it's like not focusing, it's like focusing on my stupid face. Okay, well, it like, please, camera. God, love this camera, so great. Okay, anyway, that's a C for Caroline. And then I got M for Mandy, that's my mum, my little sister. And as I came home and I was like, so mum, I did get tattoos, but like they're for you and Kaz. And she was like, for fuck's sake. So it didn't really work, but anyway, that was the first tattoos I ever got. And then on my fingers, I've got freed, oh, wow, the stupid fucking camera. Let me come like right up in its grill, see if it'll work. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they're really fucked up now, but they say freedom and love. It was really stupid and I just sort of lost a bet because loads of us were like, oh, I wonder what it feels like to get tattoos on your fingers. And I'm like, okay, let's make a stupid bet and whoever loses has to get tattoos on their fingers. So that's how they happen and they're really fucked up now. So then I've got this one on my ankle, which is so dumb. This is like the dumbest story ever. Like, the majority of my tattoos are just really stupid. So it's just like a cross, and okay, so basically it literally means nothing. There is no deeper meaning to this, but my little sister, when she was like 15 or 16 and she decided, I'm gonna be a tattoo artist. So then she found stick and poke, and so she did some stick and pokes on herself. She's like, I'm really good now, like doesn't hurt at all. I'm gonna do, like, I haven't found any of my tattoos painful, but what the fuck, stick and poke is horrendous. So she was like, she comes in my room, I was just lying on my bed one day, and she comes to my room and she was like, can I do a stick and poke on you? And I was like, okay, well, like, what do you want to do? She's like, I don't know, I'll just do something random. So I was like, okay, do whatever you want. So she starts doing this it was the dodgiest thing ever. It literally was like a needle that had been dipped in like antibacterial stuff. It was like, what's it called? TCP. So yeah, that anti-bac stuff. Literally sellotaped to a pencil, and she was like dipping it in the ink and just stabbing me in the fucking leg. I kid you not, this thing is tiny. it got to the end, there's like one little bit that is just not done, because it got to that bit and I was like, can you stop? Like, I was like crying. I was like, this hurts so much, like I can't deal with it anymore. I have been wanting to get these, you know, someone set their fire alarm off in my house. My little sister's cooking lamb shanks. Can I talk over this? I don't know how much this will... Yeah, there we go. It's still going. It stopped. Fantastic. And then I've got these three on my arm here. So I got this one which says, my angles here are like not great. Anyway, it says Wanderlust. And every year at Tobacco Dock, there's an annual tattoo convention. And I was like, I want a fucking tattoo. I don't know what to get. I was just flicking through books and I was like, you know what? I love travelling. Let's just get a tattoo that says Wanderlust across my arm. So that's how that happened. And then 2 weeks ago, I got my most recent tattoos. And that's these two here. So once again, it's not focusing. There we go. So I've got a knife and a fork. And I've got an outline of the Golden Gate Bridge, and that's basically, so the knife and the fork, I am a huge foodie. I love food. My dad and his wife are also massive foodies, and so a while ago we started going out and like trying new restaurants, and we jokingly called it like the supper club. And so, but now we do that, we literally have, like, how lame am I? I'm like 23 years old, I'm in a supper club with my dad and his wife, but it's really fun. I love trying new restaurants. So I got that, and it's got their initials at the bottom of the knife and fork, and I actually think it's so cute. Everyone who's seen it so far is like, why the fuck do you have a knife and fork tattooed on you? And I'm like, because I love food. The Golden Gate Bridge is because it was the first holiday me, my dad, his wife and my little sister went on, like, together, and I just love San Francisco. So yeah, that's basically all my tattoos, and let me know what you want to see next. I mean, I'm off until January now, well, January 4th, not like I've got fucking ages off, I've got like a few weeks off, so I'll probably be able to film a little bit more. And I'm not gonna lie, unless you guys request anything specific, I'll probably just do like vloggy style videos. So like tomorrow I'm going to Winter Wonderland, so I could do a little vlog there. I could do like a little Christmas Day vlog. And then after that I'm sort of just chilled. And then I'm going to Amsterdam for New Year's for like 4 days, so I could definitely vlog about that. But yeah, if you guys want to see anything specific, just hit me up. Tell me what you want to see. You can either just like leave a comment on here or go to my Instagram, which is at @fergsoriginal, and just let me know whatever you want to see, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully looking slightly more presentable than this.